Welcome back to 4 Geeks by Geeks, the place where geeks come to geek out. And this is Cloudscape 33? Whoa! Question mark?
Right? There's not going to be text above my head, but if you want to throw some there, I did a thing for it.
Nice. Nice. Editing note? Editors, could you please make note of that? Thank you.
Editor
podcast.
Editing team, I need editor 16 through 24 on that one.
We are rolling in if we have that many editors.
No, they're just interns. We don't have to roll in it. We just have to give them college credit.
Why didn't we think of this?
Because we're not toxic pieces of shit. We have morals. Well, some of us have morals. Everybody but Josh.
The college turned down my application for interns.
Well, we have a full-ish table, except for Allsvid. I'm not sure he'll ever be able to come back. He's just going to be a tree.
Off-screen death.
Yeah.
Off-screen death. Off-screen death.
Happy birthday, Lucas!
Well, we're going to kill him, and then we're going to get a message in the group chat. I'm good for the next 6 weeks, guys.
Oh, cool.
Right.
I need you to roll a new character.
On-screen resurrection. On-screen resurrection. Doesn't have the same flow.
Did you guys have a good week?
Terrific.
I did my best.
That's all anyone can ask of you.
Yeah. I took my little lady to the zoo. She's going to turn 3 soon, and she was the most happy little lady at the zoo I've ever seen.
Aww. What's your favorite animal?
The gorilla that's on the carousel.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah, fair enough. That seems like tough competition.
She cried. She cried leaving it. She was so sad she was missing the gorilla.
Oh.
Listen, she knows what she wants. Why are you wasting your time other places?
When you said she cried, I thought she cried viewing it.
Oh.
Like she was like,
it's so majestic.
A carousel.
I think your daughter and my niece could be best friends because my niece will pick up a leaf at Disney World and carry it with her all day and make friends with it and sob for days knowing she had to leave Leafy behind.
Oh my god.
Damn.
Yeah, my
real animals though, giraffe was the hit.
Nice.
Giraffes are always a banger.
Yeah.
Always a banger.
Gotta walk them on a leash here in Aurora. It's the law.
Okay.
Hear that, kid? It's the law.
I'm a little bit slow today. I keep inferring something and then having I keep punching myself in the face. You know what I mean?
For the consequences of your own actions?
Well,
I'm pretty sure you made that law specifically because I was in that one island in One Piece.
Also, maybe just T cares about this, but I started painting my Age of Sigmar army.
We'll talk later because we're limited time today. I want pics, all the angles, undercarriage included.
Just the bottom of the... Okay, thank you, DM, for giving us time to socialize.
Socialization is now complete.
Socialism is can't wait.
You guys ready to roll?
Let's do it.
Let's roll.
Let's jump into today's episode of Cloudscape. Last week on Cloudscape, the party started splintered, as it has been throughout this entire fucking campaign. We found Syrkon in Truman's space. He successfully found the fabric and unsuccessfully created a suit to fly. But being the maven of all things, he just decided to hook it to his own body, and now he's a flying meat hook squirrel.
Gross.
But you can now pretty much fly, so I'm gonna hate that. Kit was prepped for exile, had a little run-in with a light guard officer who explained that you would be sent to the surface in a vehicle. You would get kind of an exosuit that would carry 24 hours worth of oxygen, as well as some supplies that they believe will help you, but no one really knows. She didn't really care because her sister was one of the fallen in the Institute of Progress incident, and you were sent back to your cell to stew on it. Meanwhile, Wayland kicked Uriah's ass.
Yeah.
And he yielded, and so you called all of the Sigurd's Reach members back to headquarters, and with a little bit of help from Uriah, you managed to get probably half of the members still on your side, or at least open to seeing what the future of Sigurd's Reach could be. Meanwhile, the other half said, fuck this shit, I'm out, and they left. And so before you could even begin orientation, you got a call from Syrkon. Correct me if I'm wrong.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, on Theo's phone.
From Theo's phone. Because Syrkon, in his flight path, noticed a body in the evacuated area of the Prism District after the raw Xodyssium accident that had spread toxic material throughout the downtown, and you saw a body that was shaped, looked, and felt like Theo. So with Wayland's, or actually you just flew down, you swooped down like a little claw machine.
Yeah.
And managed to get him up on the roof of Truman's place where Wayland met you. But Theo didn't quite look the same that you remember. He was starting to shift. His skin turned a pale blue color. His hair... Purple, okay. Blue, purple. They're on the same area on the rainbow wheel.
His skin had enough give that I was able to hold his heart in my hands.
Oh, god damn it.
Yeah, I remember that. Yeah, I remember that.
I'll never forget
He
that.
gave me a fucking out-of-skin heart massage.
Yeah.
And your hair started to turn almost into a wispy fog, a smoke that was starting to permeate further and further down your body. And so in a panic, you wanted to take him to the nearest scientist that you could think of. And the first you thought of was Molly. Your ex that you left stranded at Experience, the club. After that tough breakup, you actually butt dialed her or accidentally called her in your drunken state while you were walking. So she's going to have received a phone call, and now maybe you guys will end up at her front door. But finally, three of you
on my door.
are back together. So let's
Yay, we did it.
let's take a moment to celebrate.
Hey, if you survive this, T, you can say "going ghost."
Gotta catch them all because he's Danny Phantom.
So let's pick up with you guys, you three. You were swinging, hovering, and lying limp unconscious on your way to Molly's. Is that still where you're headed?
Correct.
Who's best to knock on the door? Theo, hated. Hookman, Syrkon.
It's obviously me.
It's just like
I don't think it is.
You're unconscious. You don't get a vote.
I think I'm still. I think I'm still like really well dressed at least.
You are, yeah.
Yeah, I don't have my coat, but I'm definitely still well dressed. Oh wait, no, that's right, because I went like full. I'm wearing like the suspenders and the beater and the very nice pants and nice shoes. But I had to get undressed to beat up my.
Like fighting gangster look. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
So I guess we kind of just look like a bunch of villains. We kind of look like, Disney-ish villains.
Only this whole campaign.
You look too villainous. That's why I'll do the talking.
I look you up and down and I say, that's the most insane thing you've ever. That's the most.
As I'm levitating just off the ground with my skin hanging up.
And just like kind of bleeding because you just kind of did it.
Oh yeah, every time I move, it bleeds everywhere I stitched.
Oh.
Yeah, you're just
It'll
weeping.
heal.
Do you
Anyway,
still have,
I
do you
need
still have a
Syrkon
point
to
of
roll to see what bloodborne pathogen diseases he has that can be spread to other people touching his fucking blood.
but
my new stunt on.
I'm going to rap on the door.
Shit on me. No, it's Syrkon flying.
and just for point of reference, it's probably like evening at this point, I believe. So,
Wait, she lives in like an apartment. So am I just rapping on the bottom of an apartment door?
yeah, do you guys know where she lives? I
That
know
was my
Theo
next
would.
question.
Oh, is there a list? Is there a buzzer list on the like foyer?
There would be, but do you know like which building she's in?
No, before
You guys don't
we,
drop
I'm gonna
off.
I'm gonna retcon this for a moment. Before we left Don Cucci's, I grabbed his Rolodex and found Molly's because I know for a fact
That's right. That's right.
Theo has sent a bunch of flowers from Don to Molly.
He do be a sweetheart.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, that's one thing I forgot. You guys did try to get to the Knights of Axiom
Yes.
through Don Cucci's and found that your lock dust no longer worked on that door. And so then you got Don Cucci. He gave you the address.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yes, he did because Captain Hook was like
That's right.
present.
Captain Hook. He fangirled over Captain Hook.
Yeah, it did.
Oh, and Reginald headed towards the seat of the Shining Sun to get shit done in another way, to try to stop Kit's exile.
I will never be this good at DM.
Me neither. All right, so you did find the building. Yeah, you're at the foot of the building. There is like a list on the door, and there are some buzzers.
Oh, sorry.
Invoke right hand man scratching all the way down.
But yeah, I guess I will press the one that I believe to be like Molly. What's her real name?
What is Molly's last name?
I don't think we gave her a last name.
Maxwell.
What's Molly short for?
Mulligan.
Molly does not have a last name. Molly works for Old Faust Institute, lab assistant, ex to Theo.
What is
Go
Molly
around.
short for?
The last name's Go Round.
Molly, go around. Writing it.
Emily.
I think Molly's just a Molly.
Molly's
That's some Molly's.
Is it?
Yeah.
I think it's Molly's just Molly.
Yep.
So you
I
see,
don't believe you.
you see M go around, but it's the only M name on the list. So you
Pressed.
assume.
I invoke right hand man.
Pressed.
You hear a few seconds of silence, and then, yeah.
Don't freak out.
Okay, so if you start a sentence with "don't freak out," of course they're gonna freak out.
This is why they keep picking the bear.
Hey, don't freak out. It's associates of Theo's, and we need your help really bad.
Yeah, I'm all good, thanks.
I ring again. Yeah, this is a life or death emergency, unfortunately.
Roll persuasion
Just don't make me roll.
or charisma. Sorry.
Don't make me roll. Can I use Theo's charisma? What if I told you I rolled a -2 on that dice, and my charisma was 0?
Then I would say that you do not get a response.
I ring again.
Based on this thing that he's ringing on, I know where her apartment would be then, right? Like what floor?
They're alphabetical on the list.
All right.
I ring again.
I start flying and looking through windows.
Oh no! With my body?
No, I'm not carrying you. Wayland's carrying you.
I've got you. I ring again. Does she answer?
Not with a -2.
I
roll
ring-
investigation.
What is my investigation? My investigation is...
I think this is going to be
Plus
our most
1.
problematic episode, guys.
I know, right? That is a net 1.
So it's a big building. There's a lot of windows, some of which have curtains. Some are open. You do catch a glimpse. Mostly people just like making dinner or
Making
sitting,
out.
watching
Yeah.
TV, making
As
out.
I'm going past windows, you're using too much salt. You're using too much tongue.
Nice.
Thanks.
I just realized that this is how you TPK in Fate.
Yep.
Okay, so I rang. I didn't work. Okay, so I am going to. I'm gonna ring another number. Just gonna ring another one.
What's the name next to it?
That's your job, sir.
The
What-
name
NPC.
Okay, wait, Molly.
And-
Wait, is it by last name? What did we?
It's Molly Go Around.
Molly. Okay, so it's another G name.
Yeah.
So we'll just say that this is Henry Goodman.
Okay. Oh yes. Hello.
Hey, I live in the building, but I forgot my key. I'm actually on the third floor, and I was wondering if you would buzz me in just so I can get back into my apartment.
Oh. I got in trouble for that last time.
I know
I
it's
really-
super, I know that
yeah.
it's super against the rules that we have here.
Super against the rules. Yeah.
But hey, what if I owe you? You know, the wife she does a lot of baking. You know,
Oh. What's your name?
my name. I look on the list and I just pick a man name off the list.
Oh, man name. Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I need another NPC right now.
Man named Carlisle.
That'll be Jonathan Ford.
Okay. Once again, roll charisma.
Is that the name just above him on the buzzer that you just read? Because alphabetically.
Hey, I'm gonna be honest. I'm panicking in both character and spirit. Okay. Hey, DM, I rolled a 2. I've got a +0, and I rolled 3 positives and a negative. I feel like that's like a really good roll.
You're gonna have to roll charisma for me.
Um,
No, the DC was lower because you already set up. Okay, but I'm allergic to peanuts. Just
Yeah.
keep that in mind.
no, for sure. I was thinking muffins. You a muffin guy?
Oh, I do love a muffin. You ever make them? You're just having this conversation through the intercom.
I just really wanted to fucking buzz me in. Yeah, actually, I've got groceries out here for her to start doing her baking. It'd be really nice to get in there and then. Oh, what's your unit number? I can't even deliver them to you if I don't know.
Oh, it's 619.
Sounds good. 619. I'll deliver those probably tomorrow afternoon.
Okay. Yeah. Well, hey, just keep this between us, okay?
Absolutely. And if you ever get stuck, you know who to call.
Jonathan.
Also, don't eat lunch because they'll be bringing you so much food.
Are you back?
No, he's flying.
No, I'm just fucking around.
Hey, nice. I've been trying to do it so subtly, but while we were talking, I've just had my hand on the door, just like pulling it intermittently until it opens, and then I guess I don't know. It doesn't say what unit on the thing.
No, it does not.
We had the address, the
yes!
flower. Yeah, we would have had the number.
Oh my god. But I guess I'll just yell Syrkon and so deeply hope that the channel is closed.
I float down. Excellent work. Let's move.
All right, so you enter into. There's a small lobby. There's kind of a set of stairs that immediately heads up towards the higher flats.
We didn't bring flowers.
You didn't-
Fuck.
Can I spend a fate point?
Rookie move,
Nice.
guys.
Can I spend a fate point to have bought flowers?
Nice.
Thank you.
Good use of fate point.
Thank you for your patronage, said Don Cucci.
And they put it on Theo's account.
So yeah, there's stairs. There's an elevator a little further down the hall. You would pass some mailboxes. It's not like a super fancy swanky apartment, but it's not like back in the iron corners or anything. She lives on the 8th floor.
Jesus Christ. I guess. Is there an elevator, or am I just
Yeah.
legging it up 8 flights of stairs or
There's an
whatever?
elevator.
Okay, cool.
It's just past the stairs down kind of a narrow hallway.
How deep
Nice.
is my body into the black transformation?
At this point, it's almost your entire head.
How deep is his love?
As
We're about to find out from Molly.
deep as
Nice.
the ocean.
Yeah, so if anybody got on the elevator, they would see an eldritch horror and a one-armed man holding a bouquet of flowers and a body.
Oh, damn. That means the hook is stabbed into my body to keep me on your shoulder.
I'm strong. I'm sure that I've just like got your hip pinched between.
Yeah, you guys enter the elevator and it's starting to close, and then you hear, "Oh, hold it!" And a hand.
You don't want
Oh,
to.
I hold it. I hold it as soon as
Yes,
somebody
new
yells.
NPC. Give me that good name.
Nobody asked.
I just did.
You are unconscious.
I, the player, need to know. I am trying to be deepened into this world, Bozer. I want it to be real. I want it to come to life.
Great. If it's real, then you don't know people's names by looking at them. You have to converse, and you are
Roll unconscious connections.
Well, 5.
I feel like Theo knows that man.
I look to Syrkon sharply and I say, Theo knows everyone.
Good point.
How
Take
do they
the
respond to
stairs,
Theo's
bitch. And then I hit the close.
You see this kind of humbly dressed gentleman. He's got a scruffy beard, kind of hair off to one side, in a plaid, buttoned all the way up, tucked in. And he looks in and he's just like looking upon the scene. And he just stands next to the wall, hits 6.
I just look at him right in the eyes and I go, little nod of acknowledgement.
Okay.
What's the elevator music sound like?
Oh shit!
This is my favorite song.
What is that? That song actually is. What is it? Is a tall and tan and young and lovely. The girl on me, Baniba goes
Syrkon looks
walking.
over and sees Wayland singing the song. Just under his breath.
Yeah, yeah. We make eye contact. It's like I'm a big crooner fan.
Austin, I don't know how busy you are right now, but if this could be the next art piece, I will chip in for this. I don't know if there's anything I want more than this scene.
Elevator.
Our tab for his art is
Just let me know what dollar amount I need to send you, and I will make it so.
That does sound actually like a fun composition.
ding. It reaches the 6th floor. He opens up and he just gives you
Another very normal nod coming from me.
Elevator closes, and
Fun fact, that was actually Jonathan Ford.
it was what I would have said if anybody found a way to get his name.
Nice. I love that. I like as the doors were like about to close, we just hear like his like pace slowly pick up. Like
So you make it to the 8th floor, and you know she is in unit 805.
Nice. There's no unscary way to do this. So
At least he's aware.
Leave it to me.
I look at you and I say, you know what? I failed, so do your best. And Syrkon,
Yes.
don't threaten her. Please.
Fine.
I know that you have a way of threatening people, like casually. I'm asking you to actively watch the words that you use, because this guy's dying.
Heard. And Syrkon stops levitating, so he's on the floor, and so his skin looks normal.
Okay.
And
Still bleeding everywhere, but
well, I can't stop that.
I mean, is it a red suit?
It is a red suit,
Perfect.
so
So the bad guys can't watch me bleed or whatever.
I knock on the door.
There's
Actually, I just try to turn the knob first.
it is
Another
I forgot.
point
I'm
for the
Syrkon.
bear.
Yeah.
You do get like a sharp.
Apologies. Knock, knock, knock.
it's a few moments.
I hide. No, I don't hide, but I position myself in such a way that when the door opens, the first thing you see isn't me carrying this ethereal Theo. I'm just kind of aside in the hallway, not trying to obscure myself, but just not trying to be a jump scare.
If she looks through the peephole, what would she see?
She would see Syrkon.
Only
Syrkon
Syrkon?
looking.
If she looked at the
Downcast.
people like this, she would see me.
I'm also holding the flowers now.
Over your face.
No, I'm looking down solemnly. It looks like a sad scene.
So you hear through the door after a few, almost like 30 seconds of nothing. Hello?
Oh my god.
Hello.
Yeah, if those are for me, you can just leave them at the door. Thank you.
You'll need to hear this.
Who the fuck are you?
Okay.
A friend.
Oh, she knows that I was there. She knows that I was there when you guys got attacked
Yeah.
at
Yeah, you were the bodyguard.
experience.
Yeah.
And I'll like kind of peek my head in as to still kind of obscure Theo a little bit. Be like, Theo's really hurt, and he could use your help.
Before
Yeah.
anybody can say anything, Theo has never faked injury, faked anything of malice to try to get her attention. I'm talking to you, Josh.
If you don't open the door, he will be dead within the next 10 minutes.
Okay, that's a threat, but it's okay. That's good.
Yeah, see,
All right.
it's.
Yeah, it's okay.
I
Wayland,
don't think it's a threat. I think it's it's an update on his condition.
yeah, Wayland did say that out loud. Okay,
Yeah.
technically not breaking the rules. That's okay.
What are you talking about? Where's Theo?
Okay, I slowly inch him into view.
Theo has fallen victim to Xodyssium poisoning. I found him unconscious lying in a puddle. Please open the door now.
Shit. And you hear some like.
Cue
And
the
the door-
Vaughn scream at the beginning of CSI. That's what Wayland is thinking.
And the door opens a little bit. It doesn't like swing all the way open. And she just kind of pokes her head out.
I guess I'll spin around so she's not looking at his ass.
Nice. Good.
Yo, what the fuck? Jesus. And she opens the door wide. Get him in here.
I guess I plop him on like a couch or something.
Yeah.
We
Just
get
smoke.
that Bernie's just.
Just smoke his head. No, like I was thinking like laying down wise and maybe like smoke your head on the armrest if it's not a super cushy one.
What the hell happened?
I said earlier, I found him unconscious in a pile of raw Xodyssium.
First things first, do you have like a first aid kit or something? I think.
Band-aids and shit. Like, I don't have anything here to treat this level of. I've never seen this level of Xodyssium poisoning. And she like pokes him. Oh my god! Oh, ew!
Yeah, watch this. And I grab his heart.
Okay. Okay. I feel now suddenly, like, we are two boys that were playing in the street, and our friend got falling out of a tree, and this is mom.
I'm doing it to show, like, she's being very tentative right now, and we don't have time for it. So that's Syrkon's way of being like, look, this is how bad it is.
Is there anywhere nearby we can take him? Do you know any? We just don't have any resources to help him right now.
I'm gonna roll resources on her behalf just to see if perhaps she has any crazy shit at her house.
She got like a +12 to that, or what?
I mean, she does have access to Theo resources, so there should be a benefit there. Theo has for sure given her in case of emergency contact and funds.
Probably true.
You just take half of Theo's resources.
I don't, like I said, I don't have things that could do anything here. It's his apartment. I try not to bring my work home, but at the lab.
We'll take him anywhere that you need to go. Lead the way.
Climb on my back.
Well, what?
It's a long story and it's
0.3 for
really
the bear.
gross, but we have to be fast. Maybe do that. Or maybe you take Theo and I can take her. It might be a little less.
I open a window and get started. Yeah. And then I climb out the window and I hold my arms up. Like, I literally like open the window, climb out as the like so Molly just sees me jump out her window but stay completely lateral.
But she sees his Jack and go.
Yeah. And I hold out my arms for Theo's body.
Yeah.
No, God! Even when I'm not speaking to Theo, he still ruins my night. God.
Do you want him to die because of it?
No, I don't want him to fucking die.
Then
Sweet.
help us immediately.
So that I pick him up like a log, I guess, and I just start like a carpet, more
Yeah.
and I just start feeding him out the window to you.
Yep.
And yeah, like, you know what I mean, like you bundle up a carpet
but-
and it's called floppy on both sides.
No, I float, so I'm on like stomach facing the ground, and Wayland puts Theo on my back.
Nice. I can show you the world. Okay, cool. Nice. And then speaking of I can show you the world, I will pick her up and say lead the way, and then jump out the window as well.
Wait!
Yeah!
Wait!
We don't have time!
Do you just pick her up and
I'm gonna try to be respectful, but I am gonna pick her up.
hangs onto the window? No, you guys don't understand! My lab is at the Institute!
The whole side of the building is open. It'll be very easy to get in.
It's also under lockdown. It's also been evacuated.
Let's do it.
Let's do it.
Okay, nice. That's a
What are you rolling for?
burglary.
Oh, to swing?
Yeah. I got a 4 before invoking anything.
Nice.
All right.
Yeah.
I think a 4 is decent, right?
You're carrying Molly?
Yeah. If I got it, if that fails, let me know.
I offered to let her sit on my back.
No, it doesn't fail, but the entire time, like, he's just screaming bloody murder in your ear and gripping onto you like her hands are kind of obscuring your head because she's trying to hold on to anything with all 4 limbs and screaming. By the way, she was in her pajamas.
Yeah.
Nice. Good.
Remember when a week ago we were trying to stop a terrorist?
Yeah, about that.
No, it's in jail. It's fine.
Nice.
Oh!
Okay, cool. So I guess we're going to head to the Institute via the sky and then sneak in.
Apparently. So yeah, the Institute is in the Prism District. It's been evacuated. There is still heavy mist at the foot of the building where you found Theo. It was not far off, a few blocks. And
I'm gonna try to shush her and say what floor. Like I'm gonna try to calm her down as we're going. I'm trying to ask what floor.
eventually through the screams, you hear 12.
12. Okay, nice and high. We can just get right in there. We're not gonna do that. I say that, and then I'm assuming the screaming doesn't, for some reason, calm.
No,
but No, we'll rappel down.
entire ride.
We don't need to smash through a window, but we could.
As you get closer, she's screaming but still gesturing. There is still a broken hole on the 12th floor where what's your goddaughter's name?
Liana?
Liana. Where Liana had originally blown through. They
Oh,
kinda
that
had-
building. That's not even the other building.
No, this is the institute that was previously destroyed by Kit. It's seen a lot of love lately, but it's got some plastic that's been like taped over the hole.
My
Nice.
one weakness.
Plastic.
Yeah. Okay. Cool. I guess I don't know. You said it's on lockdown, but it's been evacuated because of the stuff, so there should be no one around, right?
One would assume.
Can I bird's eye view this?
Nice.
Perception?
Yes.
Yes.
Okay, that's a pretty good one already. That's a +2. And then this one is worse at a 0. So I'll take the +2, and my perception is 2, so 4.
Nice. That's great on the scale. So as you are getting closer to the building, you see, like before, it's a ghost town down here. There's nobody here anymore. Not even light guard. They've gotten everyone out, they feel, so it's completely empty. And you would notice the plastic. And so are you headed towards that hole in the window?
Yeah, as well. Yeah.
How you getting through? Just busting or?
Yeah, I'm gonna bust on the plastic. What? What I'll do is I'll swing up. I'll swing up to like get my grappling hook onto the roof, and then I'll just rappel down so I can like get her in safely, and then I can just like climb in.
So there's plastic that's taped over.
Yeah. So what I mean is like I'm gonna rappel down so I can like fucking.
Well, you're holding her. So with the
Oh, she can do it. She can claw at it.
I have Jayun's blades. I took them back for Kit gave them back to me before she was arrested.
Nice.
So I pull off one of the daggers and I slice.
Sweet.
And as soon as she enters in, she like tumbles in and like grabs onto the wall and the floor and just heavy breathes.
Next time you can ride with me. It'll be smoother, I promise.
There better be no fucking next time. Next time I'm driving. And this is gonna be the last. I swear to God, Theo, this is the last time. Can he hear me? Is he dead?
He might be.
You actually are probably the authority on his condition.
Yes.
Thank you. He's dead. I'm gonna call it dead. He's dead. We just give up. Oh my God.
Well, Wayland, we'd better get going then. We don't want to be caught with a dead body.
Just drop him and walk away. Okay, yeah, so table,
No,
like MRI machine, some shit like that.
wait. Like I was saying before, I was ripped out of window and swung through the fucking city. This place is on lockdown. It's been attacked twice in the last 2 weeks. The cameras are everywhere. We cannot be seen skulking around this floor.
Do I have my mask on? Can
I don't know.
Can I have my mask on? I'll spend another fame point if I have to.
You can just put it on if you want to.
Well, I'm worried that yeah, I'll just put it on. It's fine. You're like, oh, good call, and then I.
Oh yeah, that's less suspicious. But I work here. They know my face. They will know as soon as I ping a camera.
Molly, do you know who I am?
Should I?
My name is Syrkon Sirocco.
Is that a stunt?
No, I assume she's connected. She knows Theo. She obviously knows
Theo
the
has
gold
complained
bar.
about Syrkon over the years, for sure.
Maybe it doesn't click because it's like, hey, there's this psychopath that I know.
I don't want her. I'm not trying to make her afraid of me.
Okay.
I'm trying to establish who I am in the.
Theo wouldn't have told her the psychotic things he's done, just has vented about a man named Syrkon Sirocco who drives him up a fucking wall.
Anybody who knows who Kieran Gold is personally would know who I am.
Vaguely rings a bell. Should I know you?
The point is, if anyone sees you here with me, they will assume that you're here because I told you if you didn't come, I would remove your eyelids and have you eat them.
This isn't helping Theo, you guys. Let's go, and we'll deal with the ramifications after.
This is how I die.
This
I'm
is.
just gonna have a nice.
I'm
night.
just explaining to you why you're safe. This is what happens when I try to help Wayland.
I put my claw on his shoulder and I go, "You're doing your best. And frankly, you're too terrifying for this world."
That's the most beautiful thing anyone's ever said to me.
I'm genuinely disappointed that that is the most beautiful thing anyone's ever said to you, but we have a job to do, and not dwelling on that, I say, table, operation, let's do that first.
Okay, so just fuck cameras? We're just fucking cameras? Is that what's happening?
Do you want a mask?
If anybody asks you, you tell them it was me.
I look at her dead in the face. Do you want a mask?
No, I don't want a mask.
Then let's go.
Fine. Okay, let's go down the hall. And so she leads you down the hall, and as a reminder, these hallways, the rooms are all glass, so you can see inside all of the rooms. And as a reminder, this is where Syrkon, you might remember, you came to this very floor looking for some item that you bonded with. So you've been here a couple days ago.
Yeah. Follow me, I know the way. And I pull up my gun, and I hold my gun on Molly. And before I point it at her, I say, "Don't freak out. This is for the cameras."
Right. Why should I freak out? And she leads you to one of the rooms. And did Theo ever tell you what kind of a scientist I am?
A sexy one.
Not helpful.
It's the only way he described
I'm
you.
terrified.
He said you
Thanks.
were the smartest woman he's ever met, that science holds no candle to your knowledge, that you are like Aphrodite in your beauty, and that he would trust you with his life. Those are all the things I've heard.
Confirmed.
Are any of those the answer to your question?
I am a forensic tech.
So no.
I study small things. This is a little outside my league, but if there's an answer to his issue, it's got to be here.
Yes. Start by searching Theo's moral compass. It's the smallest part of him.
Next to his dick.
Why is that a tongue?
His moral compass is next to his dick, or it's the next smallest thing?
Yes, both. Yes to both.
It's tattooed right next to his penis. It's on his pubic mound.
Nice. Good.
It
That
just
dick.
says moral compass in very fine print.
I love that, and I love that it's always pointing north.
Always points
Yep.
north, yeah. If the day's going
He
right.
leads you to a lab. And there is a metal slab that you can, a table that you can plop him on.
A metal slab. We're chopping this guy up like deli meat.
Finally.
Okay, cool. So we'll pop him on the table, and then I'm going to ask her, is there anything I can do to help?
Honestly, your guys' guess is as good as mine. This is above my pay grade. I don't know how to save him.
Let's work on getting you that raise.
Is there anybody you can call?
No!
I'll go
Maybe.
kidnap anybody.
No!
He will do it.
I look out.
Fuck
Where should I go?
No more NPCs! For the love of God!
You go ahead and work on this, and I'll work on the security issue, so that you can focus.
Syrkon, you can roll investigate to try to find, or actually, yeah, investigate to try to find something that you might recognize. Do you have an aspiration for knowledge?
My scholarly aspirations. Holy shit. I'm gonna use a fate point, invoking those scholarly aspirations to re-roll, because that was
Good.
2 negatives. What am I rolling? Investigate?
Yeah.
Okay, that's my +1. I clicked on my skill list and they all went away.
Well, while you're rolling, I would like to say thank you to the 2 players who are currently incapacitated and unable to play, while me and Syrkon are fucking this up so bad.
Fuck it. That's a 3.
All right, so pretty good. As you're looking around, you do see like a first aid kit on the wall, but it's kind of a beefier. It's not like a small little thing. It's probably 3 by 3, almost like a cabinet. And then immediately next to it, it's like in case of emergency, break glass, and has a big like X on it.
Nice. I break it.
So you break it, and inside there's kind of like a large inhaler. Like there's a metal canister with, it kind of looks like a mouth tube that would go into your mouth. And she's like, "Oh, yes. Let's try that, I guess." Oh God,
All right.
I don't know what I'm doing.
I go and I put it in Theo.
I guess, yeah, while they're doing this...
Guys, I'm gonna need you to correct that for me.
She said that there's a part that goes in your mouth. So.
Okay, you just said.
So I put that in your butt.
Okay, right. You can't assume anything.
Honestly,
I literally...
thank you for not assuming.
Every
the
time
record-
we speak, Britt has to question why she signed on to this show.
I just want to say, Bozer, to you, that I'm going to start looking for the security room. I'm assuming it's going to be downstairs, but I'm just going to try to follow like any kind of like circuitry or whatever, like looking at the cameras, to try to get I want to do some criminal stuff essentially.
Well,
to
I'm
try
trying to
to
do some crime.
Currently are. You've broken
Yeah.
into the building.
Well, yeah, I'm trying to do some professional criminal stuff as by not getting caught.
Sure.
So I would like to trace the cameras back down to a like security room.
Roll lore to see how much you remember from last time you were here when the lobby was in chaos. The building was crumbling.
Okay, you know what? I'm just going to. I don't think re-rolling is going to help. I'm going to invoke giving up the ghost, and just add +2 to that and make it a 3.
Okay, because explain how giving up the ghost works for remembering where security.
Yeah, the idea about giving up the ghost was me actively like trying to hide my identity until the time is right. That was the reason that aspect was. So it's like it was like for stealthing. It's for like when I was like pretending to be a homeless person to get intel on the streets. The idea is like me being like trying to prevent my identity from getting out.
Sure. So if this is a stealth roll, that would be helpful. I'm asking you, remember
I'm trying
where
to-
security was.
Oh sure. So yeah. Okay. Fair enough. Then I guess no one said it was easy
Okay, I'll take that.
for persevering.
There you go. What'd you roll?
3.
All right, so it takes you a minute, but you vaguely remember while you were carrying bodies out that before it was crumbled by the ledge above, the security check-in was on the main floor, and so you would assume that the office space behind it was for further security.
I guess I go to the stairwell and I'm just gonna fucking jump down Batman style and just like rappel at the last minute to do maximum time.
Hell
So
yeah.
You roll for that?
Sure, I can do that. What am I gonna do? Break both my
Burglary.
legs?
Yup.
Oh, okay. That's a 4 on the burglary.
Okay.
The burglary.
Good job. You don't break both your legs.
You break one
Nice.
leg.
And about at the 3rd floor, at the staircase, you shoot up your grappling hook and catch the rail and just perfectly time. And your feet lightly touch on the ground. And you head towards security.
Nice. Yeah, we can do upstairs stuff again and come back to me if you want.
All right, so you put the inhaler in his mouth. And there's a a slight trigger on the back. This is supposed to be like anti-Xodyssium. I don't know. It's honestly experimental. That's not a word.
Experimental.
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 Experimental. Nice.
Nice.
I've never seen anybody have to break that glass, but
No time like the present. I put it over Theo's mouth and hit the trigger.
Fiction.
what happens when you try to
Fiction.
have an unconscious person? He's breathing, right?
He's breathing.
He's unconscious.
Yeah, unconscious.
Not
But
dead.
breathing. Immediately, you see his chest like lift up a little bit, and
Ew! With the gas, or just his chest inflating normally?
inflate with like a lung, like a deep breath.
Okay, thank God.
I like the idea of the gas is just evaporating.
And she's like staring over and studying, seeing if anything happens. Theo, you feel an icy cold blast in your chest. And consciousness just barely starts to come back to you. But it's almost like consciousness feels different than it did before. It's like in your mind's eye, you are in a sea, almost like in a cloudscape of this gas. But that's the first thing that like brings your mind to wake, is that icy cold blast. In the unconscious, subconscious state, you look around and you see nothing but gas. But as you look at your hands, it's almost like you can see internally the changed form of your body. And you see your hands are now kind of a purplish color, almost translucent. What do you do?
So I'm just in my own mind at this point.
Yeah.
I think Theo would probably just kind of try to get his bearings as he's trying to come back from this overdose, and would probably immediately look for whatever the light, quote unquote, would be to consciousness to start making his way towards it.
Sure. Like you said, you see nothing but the clouds, but in the distance you can hear, try it again. And it echoes through your mind, and it seems to come from one particular direction. And as you
Theo
think
would make
to
his
move,
way that direction.
as you think to move that direction, you almost go to walk, but you don't, and you're just like floating. Molly takes it again and puts it back in your mouth, pulls the trigger one more time, and this time that icy cold blast like spreads beyond your lungs into your extremities, up to your head, and it almost makes you feel like you have more of a tangible body, and your consciousness is being pulled even faster and faster towards a break in the clouds, towards a small prick of light. Syrkon, you would see his body, the effect that had been going further and further almost kind of halts at his neck, and what's the word, like I'm thinking of, like material starts to come back to his body just a little bit. His skin is still off color and his hair is still kind of wispy, but the rest of his body starts to get a little more rigid. Corporeal,
There
exactly
it
the word I
is.
was looking for. Thank you. Corporeal. Still a little squishy, but not so jello, and it's not like he was going to melt into a puddle on the table. Theo, you are ripped into the light, and your eyes shoot open.
Who's the first person I see?
Molly. You all right?
Where am I?
You're at my lab. Your friends brought you to my door?
Theo now begins to look to see who these friends are.
I'm not there.
Immediately seeing Syrkon, Theo. So how much emotion, or like, so what is Theo's face right now? Is it?
You can still share expression, but your eyes are
Okay.
still bright white, almost like they glow a purple, but it's so bright purple. It's white.
Okay. Theo immediately looks at Syrkon, who's probably palming some scalpel at this point. Not this time. And Theo's going to try to sit up on the slab that is now the biggest fear he's ever had in relation to Syrkon.
And Molly, after that initial like panic, thinking that you were going to die, sees that you're okay, and just kind of backs up against a table across from you. What the fuck happened, Theo?
I don't know.
I said you were in an overdose? In a puddle?
I remember leaving court, and now I'm here.
I found you lying face down in the streets in a puddle of raw Xodyssium.
That's not great.
You had somehow found your way deep within the restricted area of the spill.
I don't
The fact
go
that you made
into
it that far
restricted
without
areas.
suffocating is a miracle.
Yeah, I've never seen anything like this.
Like what?
Oh god.
Get him on the
She
air.
goes and grabs like a silver tray, like a medical tray, and holds it up so you can see your reflection.
What's up with this lights? Why am I purple?
I have
Because
terrible news.
purple?
Who's purple?
You are. And you do notice your eyes are glowing, your hands, your skin is purple. You see the hair almost like in a permanent, like elemental kind of state.
So what does Theo feel when he tries to touch his hair? Is there texture or is it just air?
Almost like if it was really soft, silky strands. There's just a little bit of corporeal texture, but for the most part, it's just like a wisp.
Theo looks away from Syrkon and leans to Molly. I think this is my origin story.
I've said it before. I fucking mean it this time. And she looks at you, Syrkon. If he's dying, take him to the hospital. This is it. This is it. This is the end of our story, Theo. I can't keep doing this.
No thank you date.
No thank you, date. No thank you, flowers.
I
Don't you
can't
want-
promise that one. That's just not a gentleman thing to do, to not say thank you, flowers.
This toxic on again, off again, that's not a gentleman thing to do. My heart can't take it anymore.
In my defense, the last time was for your protection.
Isn't it always?
Yes!
Look, he's conscious, he's upright. You have to get out of here. We're probably already flagged for the light guard. They're probably on their way. I'm going to spend the rest of my life in prison. And I'm going to
Would you
have
like me
I
to
know,
raise
guy.
you with a bullet for the story?
No!
I'm just offering to help.
No. Swing me to the surface, or out of the...
Swing me to the
Get me to a safe space.
Told you, Wayland
The
just really
moment
into-
Molly says surface, Theo jumps off the table and runs out of the room.
Triggered.
Nice.
See, this is what he does. This is what he does. He's not doing it anymore.
You
Get me
don't
outta
know
here.
what he's actually doing, do you?
No, and I don't give a fuck anymore. I can't care about what he's doing anymore.
That's interesting. I wonder how you'll feel when you find out. And Syrkon leaves the room.
Da-na-na, da-na-na.
Can you get me out of here?
Yes. Climb on my back.
Just get me out of the evacuation zone. Do not take me home. I don't like even knowing that you know where I live.
Where do you want to go?
Just anywhere safe, and I'll walk.
Perfect. She climbs on Syrkon's back, and I take flight.
Why is it goopy? Sorry.
And I drop her off on the roof of Max's.
The roof?
Yeah, there's roof access to get inside Max's from.
Which
That's
is
how Wayland got in.
quarantined.
Is Max's in the quarantine district, or like in the quarantine
Yeah.
area?
No.
Yeah, I didn't think so.
No, but it is closed off due to,
Getting blown
the
up.
assassination attempt.
Right, but that upper level is still a safe house, and the upper level isn't damaged.
That's
You gotta
true.
be fucking kidding me. I say take me somewhere safe. You bring me to Theo's house?
It's literally called a safe house.
As he
The
flies
words are
away.
right in the title.
Whatever. At least I know my way around here. I hate that I said that out loud. So you just drop her off?
Do.
And the party is split again.
Are you going back to the Institute?
Yes.
Thank you.
I want to go to the jail so bad. But I gotta regroup so we can all go to the jail together.
Theo left. That's where he's going.
Yeah, well I need to get Wayland.
Oh yeah, Wayland's quick business. I don't know.
Yeah. What were you doing?
Basically, I think this is just routine, like breaking into higher profile places. I'm just gonna go and I'm gonna rip the feed out. If they've got like a way to back it up, or whatever, I'm just gonna rip that out as well.
Sure. Roll. Crafting. This is like uncrafting.
Crafting in reverse.
I would like to invoke the closer.
Okay.
Closing time.
And that's gonna be
And demonetized.
crafting. Oh yeah, I don't got nothing on that. So I guess it's just a 1.
All right. So you enter in this office and there's a desk and a panel of monitors. You can kind of follow the wires. You see in the back of this office, there's kind of a closet, like a locker, that if you open, you see just a bunch of different servers stacked on top of each other. And you rip some shit out. You assume it's pretty good.
Yeah, nice.
Close enough.
I guess I'll rip some stuff out. And this place, I guess, like seems like based on the role, it's like seems a little bit above my pay grade for like understanding the tech, right?
Most likely.
So I'm just gonna punch some shit too, I guess.
Hell yeah.
I'll just take my claw out and I'm just gonna so I'll unplug stuff and then just like go up to like the board where they like would be pulling up the like, you know what I mean, like a keyboard, or if they've got like a surface with different like switches and stuff like that. I'll just like slam, make sure that's broken too, even if it's
Okay.
not connected. I just want to make sure that the job's done. I want to see that the lights go. I'm gonna smash stuff until the lights and the cameras go out.
All right, roll fight for this office.
Yes.
It's not going to roll a defense.
Okay, nice. I mean, like it's such a like terrible roll. It's a -1, but that's still a 4.
Shit's broken up.
Good. And I think that because I'm all alone, I just go, and then I go back up to 12.
This building is so fucked up. Every level.
It really is. This was the new shining gem of the city, and now it's a real garbage heap.
I mean, it was built by the real shits of the city or whatever.
Bro.
All right, do you guys all link up?
Yes.
For the love of God, please.
I meet up with Wayland, and then we search out Theo and catch up to him.
Yeah, I'm sure it'd be easy enough. He's on foot.
Because Theo...
I actually had a question. How does Theo feel with all of this Xodyssium in his body?
It's almost a similar feeling as when you were in that unconscious state. It's like you go to make these motions like you normally would, but they don't quite feel the same. Or it's like the weight of them, each footstep doesn't have as much weight as you're expecting. And as you like swing your arms, you notice that there's almost like a slight trail of mist that's falling off of your body in these...
It's almost like a city of mist. Being in a bit of like a panic state, knowing he needs to get to Kit, I would like to try to use Xodyssium to help speed up my progress to getting to the Citadel.
So when you say use Xodyssium, what are you doing?
That's a good question. Theo doesn't know.
Oh, I see. Like, it's basically like you're like gonna do a check to see if you can do something.
Yeah.
Like,
so
it's you're just like holding your breath and like kind of bearing down.
Yep.
All right, so as you snap back to consciousness earlier and you heard the word surface.
There goes gravity.
You had this like flash of clarity and purpose. You just instinctively moved, and as you're going, like, you're taking the stairs, taking the elevator,
Whatever. So, how far is the Institute from the Citadel?
it wouldn't be that far off. It'd probably be a few blocks.
And then how high up in the ground, like off the ground?
12th floor.
You're on the 12th floor.
T wants to jump out the window.
Hell yeah!
Okay.
Theo jumps out the window.
And as you jump, you just like have this burning sense that you just wish that you could have done more. You could have been more powerful. You could have made things right. Roll a D100.
Fuck, that's also downstairs.
I can roll it if you need. Oh wait, no, I can't. I have... I know. I took all my dice upstairs.
What if you get mind reading and you just kill yourself?
There's consequences.
What a way
to
to
actions.
find out. He can, right before he hits the pavement, he reads the mind of Molly as she's leaving.
That's a 96.
Interesting.
What the hell? Can these be in order? Okay.
Is it mind reading? I call it.
Oh my god. Oh my god, okay, so you jump out the window. And you will yourself to get to the Citadel as fast as you can. And you feel a gurgle in your butt.
He's got poopy pants.
And you tense your body, and this huge explosion out of your ass. You landed on explosive farting.
Not the superhero moment I was wanting, but you know.
You really ran out out of ideas once you got to like 70, 80, didn't you?
I didn't. This is IGN's 100 best superpower list. I didn't make this list up. I didn't roll it. I didn't choose it. But like Bakugo from My Hero, you just
doesn't even warp that to give me something cool. You just shit explosively.
It's farting.
Oh my god, that's so good.
Oh man, we're gonna have to dig a latrine for fuck's sakes. He's gonna literally destroy toilets.
I can't wait.
Also, roll athletics, because now you are being propelled from a point of your body that you are not used to.
Plus 1.
I want to see how well you can master the
Plus
physics.
1.
All right.
Theo's been talking out of his ass for a very long time.
It's only fair.
So, I mean, he's got some experience.
So you just, the first one explodes. It's huge, and it launches your body at a high velocity.
Say that.
Forward, and like now your stomach like really starts to hurt, and all you need to do feels like a shit, and it almost feels like you can't help it. And now it's like these bursts of explosions, just like throwing your body left, right, up, higher in the sky, and you start to fall. And you can't quite figure out how to get to where you want to go. Right now, it kind of feels like you're just getting thrown around. Eventually, you get yourself.
Wait a second, Buzzer. Wait a second. Pause. You're saying there is a very good chance that Syrkon could drop Molly off, head back to the Institute, and see a guy like jerking all across the street from left and right.
Yeah. I hope to God that's what I see when I come back.
Well, at first, when you come, you start to fly back, and you like jerk your head. You notice this like bright flash in the distance in the sky, but it's starting to get lower and closer to the ground.
How loud are these explosions?
Right.
It's an explosion, so it's like a
So to clarify, the building that had been blown up, the surrounding citizens are now hearing more explosions coming from that area.
But yeah.
It has been evacuated.
So now we know, though, Xodyssium is not explosive.
At least not by Xodyssium farts.
Right.
It might be flammable.
So yeah, you see this like pinball explosion in the sky.
I remember when I learned how to fly.
It was nothing like
20
that.
minutes
You
ago.
know it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I meat hook my way down to Theo.
Yeah, I guess with all the explosions, I would get up to the 12th floor, and I would get up to the 12th floor, ready to head towards the Institute, and I would just see his
out
body.
the window.
Yeah, I would just look out like I love to picture.
My limbs ragdolling.
Oh my god! Can I spend a fate point to have him re-roll?
I would also like to do that personally, but
Nope.
Oh my God, that's so good.
my
Point of order, the Citadel is within the evacuation zone. It's also being affected by the gas. That's why Kit was taken back to the Citadel from the underground tunnels. They weren't able to access from top floor, or top level. So
Theo doesn't know that.
Syrkon lands on the ground next to where Theo finally comes to rest. And
let's say you're past, because I don't want you guys want to land back into the mist from whence you picked him up. Or
Oh,
you
yeah, no.
outside. Okay, so you have to go a few blocks away from Citadel to find a safe point.
I just want to make sure that we waved Wayland. We all are reconvening on a nearby rooftop.
I'm sure that I was able to clock what was going down.
How?
Does anybody smell that?
Nice. Yeah,
You
what do they smell
it,
like,
you
Theo?
dealt it. It's a good question.
You cannot blame that on
warm tequila.
Roll D100 on smell on the smell table.
I've got a smell chart up here. Okay.
IDN, where are you?
Okay, yeah, so I guess we... Oh my god, farting, dude. That's crazy. Yeah, I guess we meet up on the top of a building, and I think Wayland is actually speechless. I don't think I have any idea what to do. We saved you. We know that Kit's in trouble, but I feel like I'm out of my depth.
We need to reconvene. Wayland, when we first scouted the Institute, when we initially planned a jailbreak, you had a vantage point that had a good look over the prison. We should head there. And then when we get there, I am going to search the windows of the cells on the outside for where Kit is.
I'm sure there's people in the building, though. If you're just flying around, they're going to clock you immediately.
They have other things to worry about. Wait, I have an idea. I'm gonna go in and make a false report of an emergency somewhere else.
I'll be right back.
Hey, that's definitely a play. Okay, so
here's what I want to do. I want to find Kit's cell from the outside to be able to fly up to. Are there like bar windows I could stick my hand through? Is that the kind of prison it is?
I think she's underground from what I've...
Oh,
Is
is
it an old Western jail? Is that what
Yeah.
you're asking?
Is she in the spoon, or is she...
Yeah. Does she have like a window? Does she have like in her cell? Can she see outside? Can she get? Is there fresh air coming in?
Kit, look around your cell. Do you see a window?
Yes.
Nice.
Okay.
Get freaking owned, DM! Wait, are you even locked up?
Yeah,
Is
she
the
is in
door
a
locked?
cell.
Kit, are you free? Is your door? Check your door.
I'm
Yeah,
laying by a
describe-
pool somewhere for him.
Describe to me how you escaped.
There was a wild giraffe, and I put it on a leash.
And they had to let you go. They had to let
They
you
had
walk
to.
it.
Not
Yeah.
breaking any laws after all.
No. I have
No,
to
there is
Here,
a small window. It's probably like foot tall, but maybe 2 foot long. With like it's there's glass and there's bars, but it just lets the faint shed of light into the room.
Okay.
That is
I-
slowly fading as we're getting later into the evening.
Could I slip anything into the window to Kit?
Did you find the window?
No, not yet. I'm just asking for the size of the window, because if I can't slide anything through the window, then my whole point is moot. Kit, does it look like I could slip something through the window?
You guys have to stop asking things where you're not there.
Yeah.
You have to
I'm
go
gonna
find out.
fly around and search. I'm gonna roll an investigate.
Followed by a stealth in case you don't
Followed
care.
by a stealth. I'm also on X.
Okay.
So my perception, that is a 3. If I get a +4 being on X also.
Okay, and stealth?
I just thought if I moved on, you wouldn't remind me. Oh, fuck. I have nothing in stealth. Oh! Blank, 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 plus. So a 1.
Okay. So, as you're circling the citadel, you have
Theo
to be
would have
careful-
knowledge of the underground.
Most likely.
Can I roll to see if Theo would know a route in there, knowing that the Citadel would have been evacuated because of this and everybody been pushed downward?
Sure, roll lore. Meanwhile,
Lore?
yeah, your memory.
I feel like this is a connection. He's had a conversation with
A
someone
lot of
about it.
connections.
How well am I connected to the basement?
Find resources so I know my
No.
route.
So, as you're rolling that, you were flying around the building, and
That's a +2.
you have to be careful not to get too low unless you want to also become bathed in X like Theo. But coasting just on the surface, you're like getting a nice hit of X, which is activating your X abilities.
Yes.
So immediately, like, you're able to almost see the entire layout, like understand the layout of the building. and you think, well, if I were building a prison, where would I put the cells? And you kind of circle around, and you see kind of a row of small windows. Like I said, it's like a foot by 2 feet. They're kind of all side by side. The glass is kind of opaque a little bit. It's kind of got the frosted effect. And then there's bars on the outside.
Perfect.
Though, as you're flying around, you hear a familiar whir of a drone.
All right. Perception?
I mean, you see, I'll keep you good perception.
Okay.
You kind of hear it in the distance first, and then you see it kind of launch from the roof of the building. It's kind of got like a housing unit there, and you see one little light blip on, and it starts scouting the area because there was a report of a strange entity floating around the building.
Weird.
But T, you rolled a 2 for lore.
Yeah.
Yeah, so, I mean, based with the other knowledge of the tunnels that they have used, and you know from your legal work that they often take prisoners underground.
Because Theo's probably been there at some point.
Mayhaps. Probably not haven't spent a lot of time there, but you get places that you shouldn't be often enough, so you've probably seen it. Eventually, Syrkon, the drone kind of locks onto you and is flying towards you, and you hear a voice from it, like this kind of robotic. Halt, citizen. You are in a restricted area.
Is that somebody on a microphone on the other end, like doing a voice?
No, it kind of sounds like the
I kind of
robot
wish it was
itself.
that one though.
I like the idea the guy who mans them is like, I am a robot. Meet meet.
It's Orin trying to sound more stoic over Mike.
Freeze. I am a robot. But it's just a dude.
What do you do?
How close am I to Kit's cell?
You don't know which is hers.
I need to buy some more time.
Yeah.
Fuck. All right. I am going to hold steady, let the drone get closer, and as it gets closer, I'm going to roll shoot because I'm going to use Jayun's blades, the little magnetic trick that lets me throw them and bring them back.
All right.
And try
Roll
to
shoot.
fuck. All right. That is 3.
We roll defense against a drone. Yeah, so you describe how you throw it, because it's going to take a pretty decent hit. I want you to paint the picture.
So I would imagining modern drones. Instead of throwing the dagger at it, so it can see something's coming at it, Syrkon throws it underhand and then uses the magnetic part of the other handle to bring it up, so it comes down, swoops up, and cuts off one of the rotors and sends it into a little
Tailspin.
yeah.
Nice. So it loses a rotor and it starts spinning, and eventually crashes with a small explosion
Okay.
on the top of the citadel.
Then I haul ass.
And where are you going?
Sir, as fast as I can, I need to search cells to see if I can find Kit.
Okay. Roll an extra perception here, or no, investigate.
Investigate.
Yeah.
Is Theo with Syrkon right now?
We're on the roof decompressing, I guess.
What was that? Perception?
Or investigate.
Investigate. I'm gonna go perception +2.
Yeah, it's hard to tell because these are designed. Obviously, it's a prison. They don't want everyone just to be able to look in and see who's there, but they had to give some sort of sunlight to their prisoners, so they install these windows. It's hard to tell. Yes, T?
I had actually stepped away. Can we retcon and say that Theo is with Syrkon?
He's
Like-
flying.
Yeah, are you like hanging off of his coat?
Well, I just wasn't sure with the lore if Theo would be able to like find a way in to assist.
You asked if you know of tunnels. You do. So then what?
I don't think Theo would be passive at this moment. I think Theo would be trying to get in.
I guess I don't want Theo farting right in front of the Institute, so I'll take him down to the ground floor then.
How about? Well, I'm as soon as if I can, whether I find Kit or not, as soon as I'm done with this, I'm coming back to regroup with you guys so we can get in.
Yeah.
I just want to try to make a drop off to Kit real quick if I can make it.
Yeah, you know where the bank of cells are, but unless you try something else, just by looking at them, you can't tell which one she's in.
I'm going to yell Kit.
Kit, roll perception.
Okay.
It's the only shot I got before I head back.
Perception.
Meanwhile, you might notice, Syrkon, that all the other drones have now gotten activated.
Fuck. All right.
That was a 4.
Mhm.
All right, so you hear muffled. It doesn't sound exactly outside your window, but it sounds very close by. Kit.
Kit, where are you?
Do you do anything to respond?
I probably.
Does she
forgot-
know it's my voice?
I feel like from a distance, Syrkon's voice has to sound like a skinwalker trying to get into your home, disguising itself as a loved one. Like, there's no way it doesn't come off that way.
I do love that.
The hairs on the back of my neck stick up.
Yeah.
I get goosebumps.
You know it's me because you feel wrong hearing it.
Syrkon Sirocco, the Uncanny Valley.
Would I hear it coming from like outside, like the window? I guess I have.
Yeah, you would tell it sounds like it's coming from outside. It doesn't sound like someone's like immediately in front of your window. You would assume they're a few cells off.
I can't stick my hand through. There's like no way I could stick my hand through.
No, you couldn't stick it through.
But you know I have a heightened X perception, so hopefully if you yell, I'll be able to hear you.
Or like slam on the glass or something, I don't know.
Yeah, I guess that's what I would do. Like knock on it, so I don't not conspicuous to like guards or anything, but more
Mhm.
like a
Morse code.
kind of. I guess I don't know Morse code. Morse code is a dead language. How many years are we past?
Oh yeah, 150.
Oh yeah.
So you'd have to like stand on your bed and really get on your tiptoes and try to knock because it's at the very top of the wall.
Okay.
Are
Roll
you
for
trying to-
growth spurt.
are you trying to be stealthy, like inconspicuous?
No. At this point, like other
Okay.
than trying to make noise.
All right, so you knock, and yeah, Syrkon, with your previous perception rolls and heightened senses, you can kind of zero in on which window. You're like 3 windows off.
All right, I swoop down, and if there is just this tiny bit of clearance, I try to lock eyes with Kit from the weird angle we're in, and I say,
She's gonna jump at seeing you.
"Good." With my meat hooks. Yeah.
And it's almost like looking through a mail slot. Like it's
Gotcha.
thin, and with the frosted opaque. So what you kind of see is a amalgam shape
Yeah.
of a body. You might get a little bit of her red hair.
Yeah.
But you can't quite make out features.
Perfect.
He's outside in the dark, so it's a little harder to see. But based on his voice, you know who it is.
Kit, we're coming for you. But in case of an emergency, and then you see like the tip of something, like a little black tip, go through and like drop, and it's an eyedropper of X full. Like Syrkon has taken his eyedropper full of X and taken the whole thing and dropped it to her.
So there's glass and bars. You'll have to break the glass to get through.
All right.
It's come this far.
Yeah.
Just with like the butt of the blade or whatever.
Right. Would I think that's strong enough, or would I need to shoot? 'Cause I have my gun too.
Like I said, it's frosted. It's a prison. Like they
Yeah.
don't want easy access. So you would
Sure.
assume that it's probably shatterproof, but heavily reinforced.
But is it explosion proof?
Get fart on it.
Bring me your ass. All right.
Did we
I'm
just
gonna-
fart on the wall and just pull her up?
I'm going to roll. Oh God. Lore, maybe, for it, just because if I can't break this, if I can't get this through to her, then I need to get the fuck out of here. So I'm gonna give one lore check to see if Syrkon knows any way to get through this glass. Otherwise, I'm gonna bail out.
Okay.
Then you see Wayland bringing
Ugh,
down
fuck, it's +1.
Theo like he's
No,
Batman.
+2 because I have a +1 to lore.
It's fair. You think that you could probably shoot it, like if you get a good hit on it.
All right.
Might take a couple shots. But now that whirring noise of the previous drone is like 10 of them, and it's much louder, and it's headed in your direction. So you have to act quickly.
Yep, I'm gonna shoot, and if the glass shatters, I'm tossing it in. If the glass doesn't shatter, I'm going away.
Roll
So-
shoot.
Can Wayland and I hear the
3.
drones?
How far are you from?
We're across the street.
So yeah, you could probably hear the drones at this point.
If he fails, the drones will follow him, giving us an opening.
Also true.
I look at him very seriously and I say, "Split the party."
Split the
What, you had a 3.
and Theo jumps.
So
I jump after him because I literally can't have him farting.
you take a shot and you aim for like a corner because you feel like it's going to be a weak point. And the shot, Kit, you can't quite see because again, it's kind of opaque. It's frosted. All of a sudden, you just hear a gunshot, and up at the top left corner of your window, the entire window doesn't shatter, but this small bullet hole, and kind of flakes off, and because it's just a little bit larger than the bullet, and the bullet lodges itself in like the nearby wall of your cell. But it is big enough to fit an eyedropper.
All right, I toss it in there,
All right.
and then I piece the fuck out.
I'm gonna take it and hide it under my mattress, I guess.
Okay.
Because I know guards are probably gonna hear shit like that and come running. So.
Immediately. So you, inside the cell, all the lights like start to flash red. Like everything starts to go on lockdown. You hear footsteps running your way.
I'm gonna like.
Tell them it was an assassination attempt, and I fly away.
I'm gonna like hit the deck like I didn't know what was happening and
Okay.
just lay on the floor like with my hands like this.
Syrkon screams, "Death to the exiled!" and then flies away.
And hot on your trail are 10 other drones. They now have kind of a different look about them. The previous, like, what's the word I'm looking for?
It's less floozy now and more terminate.
Yes. And they have like weapons drawn, like these 2 little guns.
Some guns, some saw blades.
The guy that's controlling them is speaking into the microphone. Exterminate! Exterminate!
It's got a plunger for some weird reason.
What are those fuckers called from Doctor
Daleks.
Who? Yes.
Daleks.
Dalek my balls.
Nice.
So,
lick these
Syrkon,
nuts.
you're in combat.
Let's fucking go.
You're gonna roll athletics. While you see all 10 of these drones flying after Syrkon from across the street. Wayland and Theo, what are you doing?
All right, so quick metagame here. We got two options. We're in a Telltale Games decision route. Do we keep doing what Theo does and resource? Or do we go full outlaw at this point?
This is all so hot for Wayland right now. Kid is gonna be exiled soon, so we do have to put the. I don't
You're
know.
an outlaw.
I'm not letting
Do you-
Kit go to the planet.
Do you have the ability? You know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna put my grappling hook up on the building we were just on, and I'm gonna hold Theo by his waist so his butt is facing the building, and I'm gonna see if we can do structural damage to this building.
Awesome.
And I'm just gonna say,
To clarify, Theo's goal was to go to the window and then burp,
Yeah.
because that's also gas. So it's a more directionalized
Oh.
explosion.
so okay, so basically, I've got you braced under my arm backwards.
He's using me as a fucking turret.
Yeah. So I'm holding you basically like a cannon. But if you're like, I like the picture. I've got you by the abdomen. And you're like, I was gonna burp.
So we're on the same page here. We're going outlaw here.
Okay,
Yeah.
so basically, what I'm gonna say, I'm gonna like, if we can't destroy this wall, we're getting out of here. Now, fart for me, daddy.
Give him some pats on the back. Give him like a little.
Yeah, okay, I'm gonna try to burp him.
Yeah, Jesus.
So question here, Bozer, since we have plans, is this going to be like a daily usage or an every time usage?
Roll a d100.
Yes.
That's how many farts he has.
How many farts before he accidentally poops?
64.
Whoa! And wait, can you do me a favor, Bozer, and force him to roll like a d12 or something to see how many he wasted, like trying to learn how to fly?
So you point your ass
Yes, let's
towards
go.
the wall.
So wait, so how do I have him? I have him held in this arm, and I've got the hook up, so that when he blasts, the idea is I'm trying to absorb the impact, so that we go flying upwards instead of like getting launched into the wall behind us.
And like you kind of squeeze Theo, and Theo, you go to do what you just did.
I take my fist and I curl it upwards, and then I just give him one of these.
And nothing happens. But at that moment, one of the drones chasing after Syrkon like seems to malfunction and starts to spiral all on its own and circles around and slams right into the wall that you were pointed your ass at. Almost as if that was extremely lucky.
Ooh.
We broke Austin.
So I'm holding him here, and the wall explodes, and he doesn't fart,
No.
and I flip him around so I can look at him, and I go, "Did you do that?"
Yes.
Will you two roll defense for me just to see if you took any damage from that explosion?
What the fuck
Gladly.
is defense?
Defense. Oh no, you pick a stat.
Yeah, like it could be physique. Actually, roll physique.
Okay. If I roll high enough, can I just shield?
Hear me
Theo?
out. How about athletics?
Okay.
Running, jumping, swimming, and climbing. Oh, it's got a shield on it. So
I'll
it's
take
fine.
that. That's a 3.
Yeah. For me, I got a 5.
All right. So yeah, you don't take any damage. These explosions are a little bit smaller than the ass explosions, but it does start to, like you can tell that it caused a little structural damage to the wall. Like there's a crack in it. It didn't just blow an entire hole in the wall. But yeah.
Okay. So
Syrkon, roll athletics. We need to roll initiative on this.
4.
Okay. All right. You go first.
All right.
They're hot on your tail. We're going to call the airspace above the Citadel one zone. And then if you go past the Citadel, those are further zones. And just as a reminder, if you go down on the ground, it's like the floor is lava, except the floor is Xodyssium.
Yeah.
You go down, you're going to be breathing in toxic levels of X.
All right, I'm going to make sure. When I'm flying, I'm going to try to do my combat over a rooftop.
Okay.
I'm going to swap out my gun for Jayun's blades. I'm going to try to take these fuckers out.
Okay.
Oh my fucking god. That is a... No, negative. So, -1.
So yeah, the blade kind of swings through, and you know how to use these blades really well, except in the chaos, especially after some explosion just happened. So you're down to 9 drones. It just kind of weaves through, and they're in like go mode. So they're going a little faster than they even did before, and they're whipping around you and starting to kind of circle and surround you in a sense.
Okay.
I'm just gonna roll for them all at once. I'm not doing 10 individual rolls. Roll defense. They're gonna start to fire on you.
Okay. So I'm going to go athletics.
Okay.
Dodge. That is, that's actually a 5.
Nice.
Fucking
You're really starting to get the hang of this flight suit that you've created. And they're kind of all circling around you, and they all take fire at once, and you just like shoot up. And actually,
Ooh!
with the style, because they had a +2, so with the style, I'm gonna say that 2 of them get eliminated.
Hell yeah!
So we're down to 7. Your move?
Alright, so let's swing these blades out again. That is 3.
Yeah, with a 3, describe how you take 2 more out.
I throw it past them and then use the magnet to pull. Once they've flown in a path that lines up, I rip it back, and the blade tears through 2 of them.
Nice.
On my X, I'm starting to kind of see their flight paths a little bit.
This fucking Sith Lord.
All right, you two, there's a crack in the wall. You're hanging above the Citadel.
do you think you could do this again?
I'm sure willing to try for her.
Okay, I go to where Syrkon was with Theo in tow, and I'm gonna stick his butt against the window that Kit's fucking cell is at.
Kit, watch out for pink eye.
Theo, roll a D100.
29.
I'm losing my fucking mind.
So, awesome. You go ass to window, and something pings in the back of your mind. You're like, wait, not yet. Kit, on your side of the wall, at this point, 3 Light Guard members have come, guns drawn, come to your cell, guns on you. They kind of survey and look around, and we heard explosion and gunshots. What the fuck is happening in here?
I heard a noise and I hit the deck. And then someone yelled, "Death to exilers!"
All right, she's not safe here. We gotta move. And so they open the cell. They grab you in a panic, like in the urgency. They don't handcuff you. And they start to move you further down the hallway.
Can I use a fate point to say that I put the Because I put it under my pillow. Can I use a
Right.
fate point to slip it in my bra?
Sure.
Okay.
And then, Theo, that little ping in the back of your mind kind of fades, and okay, now it might be safe. Did you catch that, T?
Safe and then unsafe. So T is personally confused on what's happening.
Unsafe and then safe.
That little ping in the back of your mind that sensed danger kind of fades, and now you're thinking, okay, now it might be safe to carry on with whatever you were planning on doing.
I'm just gonna reiterate. I'm squeezing and be like, now or never.
I do it.
Roll a d100.
This is
83.
the best power ever. Oh my god.
Wild magic.
Yes, it's so fucking awesome.
You are kind of washed over with a sense of confusion coming.
I need you to fart. I need you to fart for me, Theo.
Baby boy.
and frustration coming possibly from Wayland, but also you sense
He's a fucking empath. Great.
strong fear and panic within the Citadel
He
itself.
literally is a fucking empath.
But then you get a sense of mad glee hovering above the Citadel. Syrkon.
Okay, yeah, there it is. I'm just quickly gonna
Great segue.
I'm gonna just quickly drive my elbow into his fucking spine.
Hang on, Syrkon. They're now trying to sensing that the firing, you might be a little too quick. So now they're attempting to just bludgeon you with their own drone shells.
All right. Trying athletics to dodge. Negative plus. So I have a 3.
Yeah, you're able to like dodge them. One almost connects, but you kind of push it off, and you take no damage. Your move.
Swinging blades. Let's go. That is a 2.
That's another one down.
Nice. And I can't attack and move zones. Right.
You can. You just can't attack and move multiple zones.
Correct. You can
Okay.
move a zone and take an attack, or you can shoot across zones.
That's right. Okay. I'm gonna move zones. I'm just trying to get an extra, like a block away, I guess. if
Okay.
We'd call that a zone.
Toward the evacuation zone or away from the evacuation zone?
Away from the evacuation zone.
Okay. So at this point, you can touch down if you wanted to.
Okay.
You're now safe to breathe the air down on the ground.
I feel like I'm better dodging in the air. Air's working better for me right now.
You might be. All right, Wayland. T.
I have a quick question.
Yeah.
And so I'm slowly updating the character sheet to reflect this change. But I still have the aspect man of many masks. So I feel like this is going to be a bit contradictory with us going like the wild magic route. Is there a way I can invoke that aspect for when attempting to use, still getting a random output, but a more targeted random output? Does that make sense?
Sure. Like just understanding, like kind of getting the feeling of what the power is, and then having a better understanding on how to utilize that in a clear sense.
Yeah. So like going into him, like, I don't know what's going to happen, but I'm going to try. My goal here is now to break this space, and we'll just kind of see what happens if I can. But I don't know how we roll.
Yeah, you'd have to have another. You'd have to look at the chart and make little charts for uses. That, or what if you can just like roll
How
and
about you roll expertise, and then you could add your man of many masks aspect.
What did we change expertise to?
expertise is a new one. It's a completely us one.
Yeah, we added that for this campaign.
Oh, I
Experience.
might have missed that because I think I just did not include that anywhere.
And
Which-
you've never used X really, so wouldn't be
Oh,
on your
that's
table.
right.
Oh.
That's right. I see what you're saying now.
Expertise.
And for the record, we just had a major milestone, which means we can add a +3 to any stat. Like, we've got an extra +3 to throw around.
Oh, that's true because we can add a skill, and our ladder is
I
such.
just- I
If you
literally
wanted-
just remembered that right now, and I put it in charisma. That would have super helped with Molly.
If you wanted, because of this massive shift, you can immediately slot expertise to +3 if you want,
Okay.
because you are living, breathing X at this point.
Cool. And then I'll figure out. We'll do this later, but I'll figure out how to change stunts to be more fitting into this universe. So.
Yeah, you wouldn't understand like even how to utilize a stunt previously, so after this you will.
So in this moment, I'm rolling expertise.
Roll a d100 one more time.
Roll D100 again. Cool. 38.
And then roll expertise.
Okay. Oh, that's a -1, so +3, so +2.
All right. You get a sense that like almost like your vocal cords alone harden up to the point that potentially you could shout or scream at a much higher volume.
I'm just gonna yell out for Kit and see what happens.
Okay, that was a +2 for the expertise.
Yeah. As I black bolt this shit.
Nice.
You're facing the wrong way. Your ass is against the wall.
I feel like at this point, Theo would be
Your turn.
standing.
Well,
Can
you
you-
can't. Well,
You can't
Can we,
stand.
are you?
can we just roleplay? Can we just roleplay you saying, "Turn me around"?
Yeah. Reallocate me, please.
I'm just spinning and like because you're a human body and I can't just
Waylon
flip you like this.
His legs and
Yeah,
slowly
I just spin you and I just like go so my back is about to hit the wall.
swimming.
So you let out this ear-piercing scream, and Wayland, if you were facing the right way, you would almost be able to see like these reverberations of sound. Wayland, roll
Yeah.
roll
My bad.
Roll what?
physique.
Okay. Wow, all neutrals +1. That's gonna be a 4.
All right, so you want to instinctively cover your ears, but your hands are tied, literally.
I think I scream too. I think I scream too. I'm like holding him, and he fucking yells, and it's just like the pain. Like I just like.
You take no physical stress, but I will say that your ears are ringing.
Yeah.
And you see this crack in the wall expand just a little more, and now you can see into the cell. The entire wall hasn't crumbled, but there is probably like a 6-inch by 3-foot length crack.
Can Kit see out of the wall?
She would if she hadn't just been taken away
Yeah,
by
she's-
light guard.
She's
Oh,
getting
okay. I thought this was happening simultaneously. Okay.
But Kit would hear this loud piercing, and Kit, the light guard on you, immediately kind of take cover and cover their ears. And you instinctively want to cover your ears too, because it's like echoing in this hallway. And even like like you can feel the bars shake on the inside.
Okay, I've got one hand here, one hand holding Theo. Can I get Theo? Can you climb monkey on my back so that I have my other hand?
Yeah.
Can I reach into my duffel and pull out my rocket fist and just like fire it at the crack?
Sure.
Fuck
Okay.
yeah.
Okay.
We'll shoot.
Okay. I'm gonna fucking spend my shit and I'm gonna do hook shot. So I'm gonna add fight to my shoot. This is my fucking ult.
Nice.
Okay.
To clarify, Bozer, is the Xodyssium affected my clothes at all?
What do you want it to? What do
I
you
don't
your
want it
clothes
to.
look like?
I want my
Okay.
clothes to still look normal.
No, because it doesn't have that effect on inorganic matter.
Okay, cool.
An 8?
That's at 7.
Math is hard.
Oh, his thumb's not out.
At this time, he's like, "How many fingers do I have up right
Who makes a 7 like
Yeah,
this?
I'm an
Four and a
insane
three?
person.
Lack of thumb usage here is off-putting.
This
Is that
feels
a Canada
weird.
thing? Is that a
This
Canadian
feels
thing?
weird to do.
Really? Is that how you guys count up there?
No, I'm sure that it's an
How
Austin
about you
thing.
start
From
real
here?
quick.
Do you start from the pinky?
No, I go. But I
Okay.
wasn't counting. I was displaying. I was displaying visibly 7.
I got 7 immediately, if it helps.
Yeah.
I mean,
You see how this is here? You see that? Would this have been better? This feels weird to do.
Maybe.
Oh,
I
that
don't like
feels
this.
worse. No, that
Yeah, I
feels
hate
worse.
this.
No, I don't like that.
Okay, so you like wind up and you almost like a lasso
Try it like this.
got around.
Is that easier to read?
Yes, thank you.
You're welcome.
And it blows a huge hole into that crack, and it expands so that you could almost like crawl through. You couldn't easily walk through, but you could crawl through.
I guess I'll send Theo in first.
Okay.
I'm picturing like I'm a koala mama and he's my little koala baby. So I'm just gonna turn so that he can little koala off me.
As you look, as Theo is kind of walking, and you do see the white eyes, but you do see his face is now kind of like broadened into a deeper purple black. As he then heads into this cracked open jail cell. The cell door is open, right?
It is open.
Okay. Yeah, Theo's going to crawl in and then immediately bolt out to try to find Kit.
Wayland, do you follow inside?
I am going to. I feel like I just want to make this hole bigger if I can. Like I just want to like kind of rappel back and just boot into it, using my body weight just to try to get an escape route. This is our escape route. I don't want us to have to crawl out slowly and be pulled. I want to
I
make
think
this.
Theo's going to lose his license, guys.
Roll fight.
Honestly, no one can recognize you right now, so...
That's what I'm hoping.
Okay. Fight. That's a 5.
All right, that's successful.
It's a 6.
You manage, yeah, you really manage to, and you kind of peel back some of the stones, and you make it big enough so that a normal, like not normal, like a mid-sized human could go through.
Okay.
Are you entering or are you staying outside?
I'm gonna. Fuck. I guess I'm gonna. God, I'm in the perfect place to receive a person who can't fly.
I'll make this easy.
My
As you're
ears-
crawling in, they'll just tell you, we'll be back.
Yeah, my ears are ringing. And I'm gonna just so. I'll be here.
Theo, you exit the cell and you head down towards the hallway, and you just catch the glimpse of Kit, like looking back. There's a small window in the door as the door at the end of the hallway closes, but the hallway before the door kind of eld, and 3 more light guard turn the corner. Guns
no.
aimed
Theo
on you.
sprints.
Theo's gonna Mr. Manhattan or some shit. Dr. Manhattan? That's not important.
And that's where we're gonna put a pin in today. So currently we've got Syrkon a block away with 4 drones on you. Kit is in tow with 3 light guard taking you somewhere else in the Citadel. Wayland is hanging by the hole in the wall, and Theo is alone in front of 3 light guard.
No, the light guard are alone with Theo.
There we go.
I feel like this was the first time in a while that something like truly exciting was like unfolding. Like it's been a lot of like drama and like political stuff. I feel like this. I was like, oh yeah, we're playing a superhero game. That's right.
I don't know. I think we might be a little more super villain.
I don't know what you mean.
It's vigilante. It's vigilante for sure because
Yeah, for sure.
it's you know, the system that's corrupt.
It's the anti-hero.
Yeah. Oh
I'm-
fuck! Can it not? I really don't want our theme song to be Taylor Swift, though.
Syrkon has been the hero the whole time.
You just
Well-
didn't know. Congrats, guys! We
Sounds like another
finally.
milestone.
Yeah, we got to remember to talk major milestones next at.
Yeah. Everybody has another refresh point. You can change your high concept if you want, and you get that +3. You get
One
that
skill
plus.
+3.
Can I change my trouble at any point in time?
I think you can change your trouble when you change your aspects, but that's not a major milestone.
Okay.
Yeah, a major milestone. You get
Yeah,
all
you
of
get the benefits
perks
of a minor also.
Oh,
of a
as
minor.
well?
and
Oh.
and a significance later.
Yeah.
We'll double check our rules
Cool.
for those like checking us in the comments. But T, you can feel free to move a lot of your skills around
Okay.
just because you've had a major shift, and your previous kit is kind of no longer.
Some of it's still overlapping, but yeah, there's going to be a bit of reworking going on.
Ground control to major
So,
shift.
We'll touch base on that off camera and really make sure that we update our sheets for the major milestone. But whoo, good job, guys! I am really excited about this wild magic table.
Was that what it was?
Yeah.
Essentially, yeah, we talked about it previously. And yeah, so every time you go to use X, you have no idea what's going to happen. But you don't have to inject yourself because it's coursing through your body.
Dude, I thought we were locked in on Fartman, and I was like, That's
I panicked for a moment. I was like, if Bozer forgot and now my power is explosive farts, I'm a little devastated.
yeah, that's terrible.
I thought
Fartman.
I'm like, maybe you have a magic and it lasts for like an hour. But I was like, no, that's not chaotic enough. So you were making all these plans for explosive farts, and I just had this internal grin.
Josh, you're muted.
Did you say something, Josh? You were muted?
Nope.
Oh, okay.
Just that I
He's
was
just happy.
enjoying it.
Well, I hope all of you at home are enjoying this. And for those that are leaving comments below, thank you so much because it means a lot. It sounds like you are having just as much fun. Your heartstrings are being pulled. We had a comment just recently that said, in the same episode, I was doubling over with laughter and my heart was breaking.
Aww.
So you guys are doing an incredible job
so
bringing
nice.
characters to life in a way that connects with people. It's not only entertaining, it's real life human connection. So good on you.
Thank you. And thanks to the Discord for all the comments.
Yeah, it's in Discord, it's in YouTube, it's everywhere. So make sure you're sharing this. Tell a friend. That's the best way you can do word of mouth, because we're just having a good old time here on a little corner of the internet. Thank you for joining us. Look back for us in the future, and until next time, I am Bozer,
I'm Austin.
I'm Josh.
I'm Britt.
I'm T.
and you just keep geeking out.
Geeking
Bye bye.
Bye.
Bye.